Hello everyone and welcome back to Frieren episode number 16, the final one I am reacting to today. Because my voice is fighting against me and it is stopping me from expressing myself as I really am, okay? So in the previous episode, Stark and Fern, they were basically getting shipped together again. And Stark was basically adopted for 3 months to basically take the role of his older brother that like he used to envy basically. Basically he got to live that experience and in the process kinda like process his past a little bit, I guess. So anyway, now they moved out of the town and we're gonna be seeing something on the rock. Yeah. Did I remember to turn on everything? Yeah, it is. Alright, professionals over here at work. Realistic looking water plants too. I know that. Like, that looks real. But once again, I'm not very good with plants, so I don't recognize it. Oh, this is a flashback for Sign. And with his friends too. The mage is totally going to be Frieren, right? They don't know what a photo is. Or he doesn't know what a photo is. He's never heard of that before. Are there cameras here? It's not with a camera probably, right? His friend used to be like the go-getter, who would just get to it. The angelic voice too in the background and everything. But it wasn't the start of the legend. Dude is dead. Damn, my lip looks so dry. And feels very dry too. But okay. Yeah, he's just remembering back to his friend. There's a chance that he's dead. But at least you're now looking after him, so you don't know really. He's been gone for ages. Still no new intro actually. This must be the last episode with this intro, right? The only thing that we have yet to see is the smug looking elf. This one. That's the only thing missing still. Maybe that's a villain? I was thinking that was going to be the priest previously, but yeah, that's definitely not the priest. Yeah, still the same year. Kalara region. Oh, a dwarf. 400 years. So, also he's like beyond ancient. Old man of all. Long-lived friend of mine. You know you are old when Frieren refers to you like that. Frieren should have gotten to know the elf better. Yeah, 1 week max, bro. We ain't chilling here forever. Come on now. But once again, she's like going to the basically to the funeral of one of her friends that she's known in the past. But I guess at least this one has lived for like 50% of her life, so you know. It isn't like she's seeing the funeral of a goldfish. She's seeing the funeral of a dog. Or a monkey maybe. So this is a Vol. Yeah, he's definitely a knight. In the previous episode they mentioned. Ah, he's a warrior. Ah, he's lost his memory. Who's that? He can recognize her still. Oh, and he's acting. And he's immediately going into life lessons. But me, I am a dwarf, I don't make those mistakes. Yeah, well, I was thinking you're a friend, so why would I protect myself? That's how I lived for so long though. Like, that's definitely how he lived that long. Wait, Frieren. No. You're staying here, bro. We ain't waiting for you. Have fun. Train with this dwarf now. You had one with the previous one. She really wants to stay for a decade. I guess she really wants to connect with her friend. Old friend. Oh, carrots. Nom nom. Turnips. Pumpkin. I don't know if that's a turnip, by the way. Freestyling. Horse! Oh, guys, I recognize a horse. He pretends to not be able to maintain a... And everyone who knew him before is dead, so they don't know why he's even protecting them. But he's always pretending to be senile, so these people actually just think that he is, when he really isn't, probably. Oh, he's that strong actually. Stark. Stark means strong in Swedish, I told you before. He's gonna be strong. Again, fishing at a small creek. Man, I want to go fishing. When it's summer again, I'm gonna go fishing so much. I'm gonna record some fishing videos for my other channel, by the way. I think. And that was a pretty big bear. I was like a fucking mammoth. Tyrannosaur. Spinosaur. And we just skipped over a week. In a week. I mean, he's 18. Thanks for existing. Oh, he told... It doesn't matter why I'm here. I protect it anyway. That's something that I've also said in this show before. His wife died a long time ago, I guess. Yes, he was a human, so... He died a long time ago. That's kinda sad. Once again with the lifespan stuff. I'm not gonna speak more about it. He just feels like the warmth in his memories. Frieren's gonna be in this situation, right? With Himmel. He's even saying these words too. That is so connected. Yeah, but unfortunately she died 200 years ago, so... R.I.P. to the king. Yeah, he's gonna keep you in his mind. Oh, and they're gonna live forever. Yeah, I sense got a good 100 years left, you know. Frieren's got like 5,000. She's gonna see the next Egypt pop up, and the one after that. She's capping. She's remembering that moment right now. My memory is clear. I even remember my master's voice. This is a fucking collection of memories.
フォルジーが村を守ろうと思ったきっかけと同じで大切なことだ。
そうか。きっかけか。
So even his voice isn't going to slip out of her mind.
思い出せない。顔も声も。
I guess that's because he's like actually getting older properly. So his brain has gotten. Yeah, his brain has like devolved. But because Frieren is aging in a different way. Like she doesn't even understand it. Like Frieren wouldn't forget in 100 years. Maybe in 1,000. Oh, he doesn't even know. Oh, so it's even at the Demon King. I forgot about that. That's definitely gonna be... You're finally off to defeat the Demon King. Bro, he's so confused. Hey yo. You gotta patch your brain up. He's alive still. That's definitely not good. No, I don't think he's confused. I think there's definitely some kind of demon. Demon King. He just said that. But maybe he just has dementia, like you wouldn't really know. Yeah, well, now it's for real, bro. And of course he continues to be the same way. I would be so bored just sitting on a fucking rock. If I'm gonna observe something, it's not going to be some pathetic village, you know? I guess he... Maybe he saw her voice a little bit in the dream. It came to his memories, maybe. Or her face or something like that. Rohora Road. Yeah, that's definitely German now. Luffy! Straw Hat Luffy, but he just became a farmer. The greatest of all farmers. The Farmer King. That's his other reason. That's exactly like Sanji. The real reason it is to look for all blue. Or my friend. Definitely feeling the Sanji vibes. I feel like not many people probably connected him to Sanji, but... A photo? Oh, it was with a random mates. Can Frieren take photos? Probably not, maybe. Because he thinks he can remember everything anyway. Alright, let's look for the grave. His name? Gorilla Warrior. Okay, yeah, I would not remember it. I mean, forget it. Maybe his name is just this Gorilla Warrior. Maybe he didn't even remember his own name. God, a priest. Oh yeah, Frieren is asking the real questions. Like, where you got that before the goatee. And I definitely missed it. Yeah. But the problem is like, you haven't heard of him for 10 years, so... He wouldn't really be like walking around everywhere, because he would have come back, you know? After 3 years, so something has happened. Oh, burst. So the magical city, this has been mentioned a few times. She definitely made you spend some extra time. Like you stopped by for a week and everything.
いいよ、私たちも休みたいし。
Again with the different infrastructure. Look at those windows and everything. Yeah, that's definitely like a different style of architecture. You remember there were like barn-looking buildings in the previous place that looked very Scandinavian. Now this time we have thatch roofs here. And everything. I don't know where this would be placed. I'm not gonna bullshit you. But I can recognize they are different. No, he said the exact same thing that goatee man said.
ゴリラ様は高台に住んでいる頑固ばあさんと仲が良かったようなので聞いてみる。
Stubborn old woman.
頑固ばあさん、またすげえあだ名だ。
You know, one good thing about this being a medieval setting is that the villages are pretty small. So there aren't many people that are moving everywhere, so you can actually find a person just by asking for their name, even if it's been a few years, because how many people are moving between the villages? Not that many. You need to pay me one gold coin. Or maybe you need to clean the roof or something. Oh, the side quests. Neighboring town. Bro, she's actually milking them. Having to do the side quests. I think the reason why they were doing those is because Himmel liked helping people. That was something demonic there, that monster. Kerberus, with one head. Uno Berus. That apple does not look okay. That looks like a real flower, like a tulip or something. Actually, it had too many leaves to be tulip. I don't think it was a real flower. I think that's not a real chicken too, guys. It's a bit big. Oh wow, look. I don't think that's a real deer. It has a lion's head. Oh, they would have hit the... Bro, you need the fucking social light in your party. She's definitely seen the hero when she was little. Oh, it's maybe different heroes. Yeah, it might be different heroes. Oh, might one of them be the elf? It might be even more ancient than Frieren's party. She knows him from Gorilla Man. By the way, I'm remembering his actual name right now because of Einstein. He's just Sign. Yes, look at that! Look at that, that's the elf! That's the elf we saw! He was a hero! I was thinking that, like he mentioned about like heroes being forgotten over time. Or like he wasn't even that impressed that she defeated the Demon King. That's because he's a hero himself. And Frieren didn't know about him because he's not heard about him either, because he was just chilling in the middle of a forest for 500 years. So yeah, he was a big deal. Theory correct. Yeah, she recognizes the warrior as the elf. Craft. Wait. Oh yeah, actually. That's true. Also, Sign had his mouth open, so he recognized something. The other dude. What about the other? Maybe your friend was secretly an elf or something.
この人はクラフトって名前なんだな。
Or he's seen Kraft before.
そうね、知らない。
We haven't seen her face yet, or his face yet.
この像は
俺たちにそっくりだろ。村長によると
He looks like the other guy.
でも誰も名前すら
It was a human. That's why Kraft was walking around.
忘れ去られるだなんてごめんだ。勇者ヒンメルみたいな忘れられない英雄になる。
Himmel became unforgettable because he built more statues than anyone else.
いつかは忘れ去られます。きっと魔王を倒した勇者ヒンメルも例外ではないでしょう。
By the way, interesting that the entire main party, they were connected with the other party, right? Like they were mentored a little bit. In their own ways. Of course, he immediately was.
俺は今日からそう名乗る。
He just declared he's a guerrilla warrior because he saw the statue.
忘れられない英雄を目指す名前のインパクトは
I mean, that makes a lot of sense, right? Maybe I need to change my YouTube name to something other than evil.
ではあなたは僧侶アゴヒゲですね。
Oh,
いいなそれ。
I better gave him that name.
似合いますよ、アゴヒゲ。
Probably that's why he's grown a goatee. Like he just felt like, damn, I gotta live up to that.
終わった。大変だったぜ。
Imagine if his goatee looked like trash though.
ゴリラにも同じことを
Oh, she has the ability to clean a bronze statue automatically.
あいつは戦いしか取り柄がない。
でも名前のインパクトはバッチリだったよ。
Exactly.
ゴリラはあんたのことよく話してたよ。一緒にずっと歴史に名を残す。
But how long ago was he here? What are you going to save the world from now, though? That the Demon King is dead? I mean, I assume the dwarf dude that was defending the place, like he wasn't joking about, are you going to defeat the Demon King? Like maybe there really is another Demon King now at the castle. You know, the Demon Prince became the Demon King.
テューは
Tur.
北側諸国中部の交易都市だ。
ここから春
Tur, maybe.
オイサーストとは反対方向だね。
Burst.
ああ
Yeah. Maybe you're going to separate now.
どう
Are you going to split the party? He doesn't want to make all of them walk with him in that direction. Firstly, we learn of Sign's connection to Hyder properly. We learn his friend was also connected to him a little bit and was inspired by him when he was cleaning this statue. We learned that Kraft was an ancient hero who has now been forgotten. But he's not that ancient because the statue is still like being maintained and stuff, and he's not dead as well. His human party member is dead, but he isn't, and he's going to be like maintaining the legacy and shit. So maybe we are going to get to know him better later on as well. I mean, he did say that he would see Frieren in a few centuries, so we are probably gonna be seeing him soon. Also, Frieren probably was impressed by him because he asked if Frieren knew his name or knew about him. I guess when Frieren was walking, she never saw this statue because otherwise she would have recognized him. Because, you know, she would see the ears and she would notice, wait, that's an elf. She would definitely remember him if she saw the statue. Them also being inspired by the statue is a really big deal too. Also, Sign says that like he wants to go to an opposite direction of Oberst, basically away from their goal right now. I think he doesn't want to bring them with him. Because, you know, he's just looking for his friend. So actually I think there's a chance that they are going to separate the party here. Maybe they need to find a different priest. Maybe they are going to be godless for a few episodes, for an arc maybe. I can definitely sense a bigger arc brewing up. Because they mentioned that the dude's son was killed fighting against a demon a month ago. Now it is like 3 months ago. Because I think they were in the castle for 2 months, maybe. But basically, the dude was killed fighting a demon army. So there's a demon army somewhere around here. First. Second up, we know that his friend, Gorilla Warrior, disappeared 10 years ago. Or he left here 10 years ago. We don't know how long ago that grandma saw him, but it probably wasn't the full 10 years ago. Maybe that was like 5 years ago, or 6 years ago, or just 7 years ago. Like maybe he was returning. Maybe they've captured him, maybe he's dead. We don't know. We're gonna find out, definitely. Like, I'm 100% sure that we're gonna find out. That's definitely going to be in this arc or the next arc. Like, that's gonna be the arc. Also, Saini says that he wants to be a hero that's going to save the world as well. What are you going to save the world from? Like, what kind of a threat are you going to discover? Because if you think about it, there's always a threat against the world. Like, it might not be a demon king, but, you know, maybe it's the demon ISIS or something. You know, ISIS basically, they were a distraction in the in the 2010s. They were never like a world-ending threat, but they were a big problem in the area, you know, and definitely would have been better if someone took them out earlier. So, you know, in that vein. You know, like, there was only one asteroid that took out the dinosaurs, but what about the other asteroids that took out some dinosaurs? What if someone, like, stopped one of them, you know? Like, that would be a hero still, just not as great of a hero. Also, I wonder if Himmel is going to be, like, remembered properly, right? Because Hyder says, like, he's going to be forgotten, but how fast? You know, like, what kind of time frame are we talking? Because right now, like, in the places that we've gone, like, all of them, like, know legends about him. And all of them, they have, like, parties for him and everything. So he seems to be, like, a A-tier hero, you know? A++ tier hero. Also, like, his friend having a very memorable name, or calling himself a memorable way, like, helped them actually, like, locate him. So it was very clutch. So smart. I really love that. Like, that's such a smart thing to include in the story. And then this old man, I think his name is Vol, like, he's kinda demented. Like, we don't know if he's actually demented, or if he actually was speaking about a new demon king. Like, you could interpret it in 2 different ways right now. I know obviously they gave me the implication that he's just, you know, his memory isn't what it used to be. But there's definitely something up with that. Because Frieren said, like, oh, you're pretending to be demented again, you know, and then he suddenly attacked Stark, you know, with a surprise attack. So clearly, his memory isn't that fucked. He would remember that Frieren took out the Demon King. Like, maybe he's just teasing her. Maybe, I don't know, like, you could also take it as him joking with her. You know, making a silly, goofy joke there. He says that he doesn't remember his lover properly anymore. That's again connected with, like, how long do you remember someone for? Like, who is going to remember you? Who is going to brace you? So he's praising his wife even to the point of, like, not even being able to recall her anymore. Maybe she died like 200 years ago, or even 300 years ago. Also, the Demon King was ruling for a very long time, so... yeah, that Demon King was probably a problem for 1,000 years. Imagine. What would that be connected to? One Piece spoilers, okay? Number 1. I'm not gonna say more about it, but I just thought of that immediately. Then I know that there's the Ice King in what's the one with the many different families, the story. The is it called Tamriel? No, not the Lord of the Rings, the other one. Yeah, the Song of Ice and Fire. Yeah, that's the books. That's what the books are called. I don't remember the TV, so... Game of Thrones. Like, I know there's the Ice King in that one, and I assume that he was, like, semi-immortal as well. Frieren said that Vol was the reason that she got to know Himmel and the others. So he must have, like, directed the heroes, you know, the heroes' party, to the forest to meet Frieren. Like, they went to her and they said, like, I heard that there was a long-lived mage here. It must have been because Vol told them about her. And that she also wanted to defeat the Demon King. maybe she was impressed with them and that's why they went to her. And that's also why Frieren has such a strong connection to him. I mean, she's known him for a long time, but he was very key. Like, without him, she would never have joined the heroes, and they definitely would have just died, because they would have been fighting against the Demon King without Frieren. And she was clutch, I imagine. And we know she's stronger now than she used to be, but she was still, like, very strong with them. I think that's about all I wanted to say here. I think this was a really good episode. Got me thinking. Confirmed the theory with Kraft. That was so cool. Like, he's a forgotten warrior that has lived for so long that people have forgotten about him. And that's how he likes it. You know, now he just walks around, lives as a monk. Like, he's just relaxing, chilling. I really like that aspect. So, 9.5 out of 10 for this episode. What did you guys think? Leave a comment down below. 2 sentences. Describe it in 2 sentences if you made it this far. Thanks for watching.